Deleted Station, September 6, 1972. Now, your situation is indeed changing for the better. Here too, hampered energy is being released, and you are both more open. The changes within a 3-year period will be drastic in terms of abundance and fame. I want you, Ram noted, speaking to me. She said, to purposely liberate more of your own exuberance. You have in the past not fully realized the abundance of energy personally open and available to you, the overflow that makes everything easy. There will be a book with Mark Mellon and others, and there will be other developments out of our sessions, and other books of my own also. Many of these developments were dependent upon understandings. Many of these Ruber has now come to, and others he is nearly upon. Some of your own attitudes had to be changed. Tell Ruber to think of health like money, and he will have much of it. For in that area, he is clear now. That is a definite advance, you see. Your own negative feelings in that area have subsided sufficiently. I want you to ride the energy, however, and recognize it. Feel it in yourself. I am speaking to you personally because you still do not draw upon it as freely as you can. Robert is aware of the feeling. His trouble has been directing it in various areas. You have directed it, for example, in health better. But you still need to get the feel of it. You feel it in your work, when you are doing well, and that is the feeling I am speaking of. It has begun to work newly for you in the sale of your paintings, as you dropped it barriers against their sale. But feel it surround you and surround both of you. It is working for you both now, and powerfully in the areas of work and abundance, in terms of inspiration and material. Feel that energy surround Ruber also with health. You are drawing people to you now, you see, in a different way than you were before. There will also be money coming to you from an expected area, but as an offshoot of your creativity. I suggest that if possible, you sit tight here for 6 months, unless, however, something comes to you. Other aspects of your work and our work will also be showing themselves. I do not want the two of you to forget or put off your intimate relations. Let your very deep relationship bubble over. Robert's condition is no excuse for either of you. You each need that refreshment. Now, others are being drawn in your direction, people of merit and note. Your financial needs are now being more than satisfied, and there will also be breakthroughs, so that you are contributing. You are contributing in any case, of course, not only in Seth Speaks, but in the book to follow. I am speaking beside that of your own work. There are psychic insights that will become available and are being available in terms of your own work that will open up new areas to you in it. You will in the future rather unexpectedly find yourself possessing some Florida property. Robert's coming to new understanding that is definitely changing the health pattern. The affirmation from Murphy's book helped because this time he finally understood it emotionally. Our session, the August 2, helped lead him to that understanding. In various existences, you have led each other in various areas, and often at the same time. For example, Robert leading you in one, and you leading him in another area. So utilize those characteristics creatively and openly, and unashamed by actively encouraging him to go out, as today. In that area, he can use your leadership. In terms of material abundance now, follow his leadership. There you have a partnership. As in our sessions, you are partners. And in your work, do not withhold your leadership in that direction, therefore, but give it gladly, as he can give it gladly in those areas where he is now growing proficient. Your leadership in that area will vastly speed his own understanding, which is now growing by leaps and bounds. But where he is tentative, he can use your leadership, as where you are tentative, you can use his. Your potentials now in all areas are therefore excellent, and many of the problems that were meant to be solved have been. Robert has finally established his part in all of this. He has learned enough creatively so that our important messages can be given in many ways. The return of the check, for example, had he not done so, I would have suggested it, but the understanding had to be his. Some recommendations given in that one session still have not been followed, though an effort has been made to follow many suggestions. The others should not be forgotten. I suggest you give attention, therefore, to those still not tried with any perseverance. I will have something to say concerning Robert's experience the other evening, but first I suggest your break.